Hey everyone, Isaiah back here again with a season 7 episode 1 review of The Flash. Yes, we're back. We're back after that very long COVID related hiatus and it was glad I'm very glad to see this show is back, the first of the Arrowverse shows that are back. Uh it was it was really good to see. I'm just gonna jump right into it. Spoilers, beware of spoilers. Yeah, I'm getting ready just to jump right into this. I just finished watching it, and uh, even though it says season 7, we all still know that this is really the end of season 6 here. Like we know they had to say mark it off and say that uh, this is the beginning of the seventh season, but because we had to go ahead and end the sixth season because of COVID and stuff like that. Yeah, we're not going to get into like the real season 7 storyline until about, I'm thinking of maybe around episode 4, maybe, because they got to wrap up this whole Mirror Master storyline and everything. This episode we got a bit of a lot. We got the farewell of Harrison Wells. All the Wells are officially gone. And that is the end of an era. For all the Flash fans know that from episode 1 all the way up until now, there's always been a variant of Harrison Wells with Team Flash. And in this episode, we saw Harry sacrifice himself basically to restore Barry's speed, and also complete the artificial speed force. And I was just, I think it's really starting to dawn on me now that, like I said just a second ago, this is the end of an era. This is the end of a 6 season long era, and I'm wondering if that also means is this the beginning of the end for the Flash? Because that's a major hit. I mean that's a major hit with Harry and all, and I loved when all the Wells just showed up basically just to say goodbye. I mean, it wasn't that emotional, but it was an emotional moment. I mean, like even though they started, season 7 out with this, and plus I really can't feel. I probably should have went back and watched the episodes from the end of season 6 probably before watching this episode. But yeah, remember this is supposed to be the end of season 6, but imagine if when this did air back last year, this would have been a very emotional moment, and just seeing that, just seeing him go into the Speed Force and really battling the idea of, oh, he didn't want to be the human organic matter reciprocator. I think that's what they called it. Him actually being that organic component to actually go into the Speed Force. Yeah, I like that. I'm glad that we got to see the Council of Wells at least one more time before this arc ended, before their time on the show ended, and I loved it. I loved everything going on with Harry, especially he's been in such a crazy place ever since the end of Crisis, and then plus here that wasn't too long ago for us. It's going on over a year and some change now since we've seen Crisis, but yeah, definitely. Like we see Barry going through a whole bunch of challenges. Like he only had 1% of his speed left, and we saw him going through a really a tough time. Trying to stop criminals, and criminals are starting to realize that he didn't have no speed, and that's kind of tough. And I mean, considering that you're trying to keep the city safe, but you can't because your speed is almost gone. But yes, Barry was Barry's story this first episode back was very okay. I'm trying to work to get my wife back, and I'm I'm digging. I'm really liking Iris's time inside of the Mirrorverse because she's learning and she's also kind of losing her mind at the same time, and she's learning new things and learning about trying to find a way out and stuff like that. And the fact that Ava, excuse me, that Ava is, keeping her there, and I think Iris is almost very close to actually finding her way out. Uh, what else? Yeah, I think that storyline, yeah, like I said, that's definitely coming up to. That's definitely about to wrap up soon. I can feel it. I mean, because if the season 6 part is like supposed to be about 3 episodes long, and then episode 4 going from there, we're into something new. But uh, I liked I liked a lot of things about this episode. I mean, I like that even though Cisco and Caitlin, our original Team Flash members, weren't here, um, how even though we didn't see them, I mean, I'm glad they had Allegra and black character's name. I keep forgetting his name. Uh, oh man, it'll come back. But he was a great addition, like great guest star addition to last season. It felt great having a guy there that's just that could be just about as smart as Cisco while Cisco's away doing on his little trip and things of that sort. That was awesome. That was awesome to have, considering like where is Cisco? I mean, I understand they keep killing, not killing off, but writing off Cisco. He's doing travels, trying to see what was different from Crisis and all the stuff like that. I'm like, man, I miss my Team Flash. Like, what? Why do y'all keep writing him away? Like, what? Like, why is that? Like, why do you all keep putting him out on the stuff? Is everything okay behind the scenes? Like, really, what's going on? But yeah, it was really a lot of stuff happening, but it was really a basic episode, especially to be the first one back in a very long time. But overall, this episode was a good starter, a very good starter episode to finish off this Mirror Master storyline. And I can't wait to see how they're going to wrap all of this up. I mean, oh right, before we go, Lucille's storyline, actually to know how she was dealing with Top and also what her feelings and stuff like that, and Top actually able to tap into all of that. That was very interesting, and knowing that her powers are also still progressing, and then Lucille actually not Lucille, Cecile, actually going to actually, use her powers and things of that such to actually, to push back on the Top, and her powers are also growing at a crazy rate, which is awesome. I like what they're doing with Cecile. Cecile is I really before I didn't know if her character was going to be in this show this long, but I'm glad they kept her around. I'm glad they kept her around. I'm loving that she's also coming into her own as this DA, and she's really trying to work out how to use her abilities and do her job. I like that. That's a nice storyline for her. And Ralph, and I know ever since the whole controversy that happened with the I forgot just I think his name was Justin somebody, I forgot his name already. Um like the whole him getting written off, basically off the Flash because of that whole racist comment jokes on Twitter and things of that such. Yeah, yeah, like they handled it very subtly. Like, oh, Ralph is going to be gone for a while. He's deep undercover, all the things like that. Yeah, it was, yeah, like they really subtly did it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry they can't just recast the character, but hey, like, you got to do what you got to do. CW's got to do what they got to do and just keep it on moving. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I said, solid episode. You guys go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know what are you guys expecting from this season. Like, I don't know the episode count for this season, but I know it's going to be a regular season. I know my Legends are coming back May the 2nd. They got moved to a Sunday slot, and I'm like, really, a Sunday? I'm like, okay, all right. Those are like I said, I love my Legends. I miss my Legends. Batwoman definitely got to catch up on because I like ever since the whole Ruby Rose thing fiasco, the whole thing, I won't say fiasco, but her leaving and then Javicia Leslie coming in. Yeah, I got a lot of catching up with my Arrowverse or CW verse they want to call it now. It's whatever. But yeah, you also you guys go check out my Superman and Lois reviews, also here on the channel. Until next time, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.